Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of the Young Entrepreneurs Podcast. We have a guest today, and this guest is Emilio de la Garza.
Hi,
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm honored.
You're honored.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, yeah, for sure, man. So Emilio and I have actually been making music together for a little bit over a year. He does some vocal stuff. He raps, sings a little bit, and I do
Oh, yeah.
producing, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Emilio, you want to talk about that a little bit? Like, what are you doing with music right now?
Oh, with music, yeah, I've been kind of like doing this rap thing since like high school, like probably sophomore year. I started rapping, then I started making some beats, and I kind of just have a lot of fun with it, and it's really just a hobby for me. But obviously, if I could do it as a career, that'd be even more cool.
Yeah, I mean that'd be the way to go with that. So how many songs do you have out, if you can remember the number?
Ah, snap. I mean, it's only on my SoundCloud now, but I probably have like probably 12 or 10 songs like available for streaming on SoundCloud.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
Thank you.
And we're actually working on his EP right now.
Semi-season coming soon.
Semi-season coming soon. For sure, man. For sure.
Semi-season.
When's the date for that one?
I said as of recently on my Instagram, April. It should be coming soon around the time of April.
Very cool.
So what was really like? You said you do the rap part time and stuff, but what
Yeah.
really like inspires you, to get out of bed every morning? I mean, would it be that, or would it be something else?
It's really just I gotta get my career going. Like I'm out of my house. Currently, like I'm still under my parents' influence as in regard to like my dad pays for my rent. Like I want to get out of that. To establish myself as like an actual person who pays for everything by themselves and is successful, and I'll have ideally extra money to like pay for everything that I want to do outside of my basic living necessities, as in food, shelter.
Right.
So yeah, I want to get it going.
Yeah, I mean, so you're trying to build your place in life. At a young. And how old are you?
I am 20.
Okay, so you're trying to build your place out of life, and trying to get that foot in the door, through life, and
Definitely.
trying to establish something. Now, one thing who is there something specific that you want to go into as a career, or?
Yeah. So like right now, I'm actually attending a film school.
Okay.
Downtown Grand Rapids. It's called Compass College of Cinematic Arts, and I've been studying film for like the past 2.5 years. I actually went to Grand Valley, tried to get in the film program, failed, and now I'm basically back with a vengeance. Trying to get a film degree. So eventually, I do want to become part of a major intellectual like property, as in like working with like big sets like Netflix or like any major production I can be a part of. I want to see how that is like on set. So I do have this like affinity with film, and once I get my foot through that door, which is more practical for me at the moment, more practical for me to get my foot through the door with the film thing, opposing to music, because music, I feel like it is an oversaturated area to get into right now. So that's basically where I'm trying to aim for. Go to get through film and hopefully find more connections through the music industry where I can eventually maybe perform at a concert. Like I've always wanted to perform at a concert. That's just like something personal for me.
Music and film, they go hand in hand too. Just like the whole process in general. I mean, they're both kind of art forms. It's all about like, the business side around those two art forms.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to do it independently or if you want to work for somebody else, either or is fine. It all depends on like what you want for yourself.
Yeah, and that's where like I kind of struggle with too, is because like I have these two mediums that I'm trying to work in, and it's like hard to balance them because I sometimes there's always a part of me that says, hey, you should concentrate your forces and work on either focus on music or just focus on film. But at the same time,
especially in the beginning stages, when you're first trying to start off and get something, you get something going. It's very difficult to have two things, even, you almost got to, it's easier to focus on one thing. It's like having babies, it's like, okay, you can have, two babies, right? Two half babies or just one baby, and I probably didn't say that.
That's a weird.
as I wanted
I'm
it to
trying relate
sound
the
out, but
analogy.
I
wonder
tried to.
what's
Okay,
going on.
but
I don't want no kids.
yeah, I mean, you really want to focus on one thing, and it's I would say for a lot of people, it's a difficult situation. Not situation, but it's difficult to kind of actually find what really do you want to do. It takes a long time. There's people that are 70 years old that still haven't found that self-awareness, and that's the biggest thing that I like to see people just to kind of help people and see, hey, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Because you probably remember when you were younger where teachers said, hey, do something that you want to do. Well, it's almost like you have to do something you want to do or you won't be happy. It was like just this past week I had the opportunity to buy this other business, and I was going to do it, and some other people wanted to come board, and it just wouldn't have worked with them. So I decided, and I said, hey, I said, what would, wouldn't it be kind of messed up if we did this and I came into work every day and not happy? That'd be, messed up because I'm happy now. So what, why waste that, or get rid of that for something that probably isn't going to work with the other people, So it's, that's why, it's really, 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 stress on trying to be, find who you are, find what you love, find what puts you on fire every single day,
Yeah, on fire.
Yeah,
I like that.
Happiness is really like the main thing. I mean, if you're not happy, why are you doing it? You got to be doing it.
Well, there's people that make millions of dollars and they're not happy, and then there's people that make enough money to get by, take one vacation a year, have their kids go to their kids' soccer games, and they're happy about it. And that's, nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people they look at the money too much too. I think a lot of people look at money too much because people would rather wait in line for $1 million instead of getting 400,000 right there. Why do you need it? If you're not happy with 400,000, what makes you think you're gonna be happy with $1 million? You're not.
It's just money.
You're gonna want more. You're gonna want more after that. And what is that? It doesn't bring anything. It's obviously you still have to get by and things like that and live life, but it can't be all your main focus either.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and I realize that, and a lot of people, they're like, hey, I want to be a millionaire, and just why? What makes you that, there's people that are janitors and they're totally fine with that, and there's nothing wrong with it either.
Yeah.
All depends on what really gets you going.
And it's not even only just like why do you want to be a millionaire, but like how do you plan on becoming a millionaire?
Well,
that's also an important question. People always say sometimes like, yeah, when I'm older I want to be a millionaire, but like, how do you plan on doing it? What do you want to do to become a millionaire? They just put the number out there and they don't even think about the whole like concept of getting to that number.
I was listening to Gary Vee's podcast a couple weeks ago, and there was a girl on there, and she said they were talking, and he said something, and she's like, okay, when I'm
What?
She said when I'm 25 and I'm a millionaire, I'll give you a call.
I think I saw that.
And as soon as she said that, he says, now that you just made that comment, I guarantee you're not gonna be.
Damn, he said
and
it was a little cocky, it sounds like.
It was. I mean, why do you think? I mean, you're 25 years old is young. I mean, you haven't even lived half your life.
Right.
Not even a quarter of it. Everybody's afraid of 30. What? Because they see other people out there. Well, a lot of the other people are fake too. Who did it? Who? You look at. Well, I think he said, why did you just say that? Why are you in a rush? He said, because I see like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, and she was born into the wealth. I mean, it's kind of a different situation.
Well, her parents put in work into prior before that. It's always about that work. Same thing as, the Jackson 5, their parents put work into it before them, So
Yeah.
it's nothing. There's no such thing as overnight success. It's always work, and just on a constant basis.
Yeah. I think I heard like, maybe it was Big Sean or something in an interview or something. He was like, he was talking about an overnight like a song popping off pretty much like in one night, and like he said, that don't take this like, you know. I don't know if it was Big Sean. I just remember it was like some like rapper that I look up to. He said, just because it seems like an overnight success, doesn't mean that it really is. Because like that artist was probably like working. Oh, you know what? It was Juice World. R.I.P.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this on one of the podcasts before too, and it's like, yeah, it's all a prepared kind of thing that they do before. Like there's going viral. We've talked about like going viral.
Well, you can go viral, but the thing is,
Yeah.
or a song can make
come out as a big hit.
But who knows? What about all the songs before that didn't come as a big hit?
Yeah.
What
Usually
about-
it's never
what
the
about
first track that someone
No.
goes on, or the first track someone produces.
Well, we could do 200 episodes, and the 201st one is the one that where do these people come from? Well, look how many episodes we really did. Look when we started. It's nothing, and that's why I think a lot of people don't have patience either. They want something so fast.
Patience.
They want everything so fast, and they won't take less than that. And a lot of people are afraid to downsize as well. Downsizing to have a better future. Like if you want to go start a business but you can't afford rent, why don't you move to a smaller house? Do you really need that big of a house?
Yeah.
Why don't why don't you get another job you're going to be way more happier, but it requires having less things.
Yeah.
Less money, less.
Less is more.
You'll be working less, but it's so you can spend time doing what you want to do. I've done that too. It's how you get there. You have to take like little sacrifices just to look at the bigger picture. You have to sacrifice a little bit here and there to
But it's like
reach your goals.
It's like same thing. Like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and they're like, oh, why? Oh, because I don't have to work as much,
It's not like that.
No, it's definitely not. I would say
It's the opposite.
You work more.
You will work more. You will work. You will never get paid the amount of work you put in until one day that if you do it correctly, you get paid more than the amount of work that you put in.
Right,
But
at that
90%
point,
of the
the
time-
work doesn't seem like work.
And that's why I say there's a difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
A business owner will come in 9 to 5, run his business, good, that's it, And
Sometimes not even that.
yeah, and get paid for the days that.
They hire someone to run it, which
Right.
that's okay too. I mean, it's just all depends on what they want.
But
out
he
of
gets
it.
paid for the hours that he's there.
Yeah.
Where an entrepreneur, they're doing things after hours. They're doing things, that when they're not even at the office, they're doing things. It's a constant thing for that, and that's why I think there's a big difference in that.
Well, and it's also like entrepreneurs. They have like multiple different like avenues that they're earning their money from. Not just money, but just
Side jobs.
spending their time on doing things like a podcast, doing things like they diversify for sure. They might have some investments, they might have some real estate, they might be a part of a creative team. There's so many things that they could be doing, starting brands. There's no limit on it.
Well, it's nice.
That's an entrepreneur.
And it is nice, sometimes like being entrepreneur, like, yeah, like last week I worked I didn't leave the office till after 3 o'clock in the morning all week. I think last week Monday I didn't leave till 6 o'clock in the morning. I got in there at 8, and then I went back at like 9:30 or something like that. So
Some work.
yeah, so it was a busy week, but what happened then this week kind of slowed down a little bit, which I was totally fine with. It helped, I got caught up, cleaned the office, did my paperwork, and it really, it's okay because now it's like, okay, I put in that work, but I could take a day off,
And it feels good just to be like, yeah, I did all that, and now it's all taken care of. If you take care of that stuff right away, it's
Right.
not dwelling on you.
And this whole week, and I get to kind of make more sales, get to do office work, maybe not be in the warehouse as much, so it's nice. And
Yeah, or you could just do extra stuff and just
Right, I get it.
that's how you get your business to the next level.
I get to do stuff that I didn't get to do last week, what I
Set
mean?
the
Like,
bar.
like I didn't get it, there was a lot of stuff I couldn't get done last week because I was so busy, and so that's what catches up, it plays, but it's nice because I can request a day off, I can take a day off anytime I want, but other than that, I'm doing a lot of other, shit. I'm not just taking days off every, week, once a week or whatever. It's once every couple months, a day
Right.
off. Monday through Saturday working pretty much every week, and that's how it is. And it's difficult, but it's once the payoff, you do what you need to do. The payoff's really nice,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Once you rest, you build that muscle.
Definitely.
Yep.
I like that.
It's a work in progress thing, and a lot of stuff that people don't see behind the scenes, stuff like. Well, just the other day I had to fix my vacuum, and so I'm on the ground, taking apart my vacuum, just to fix. People don't see that, You really thought I was gonna be the one that fixing the vacuum.
Yeah.
No, most people don't. So It's,
Well, didn't you also just get like a really big client for your business as well?
Oh, nice.
yeah, I got So there's a disability home over in East Grand Rapids that they have. I'm doing 9 vehicles for them next week.
Oh my God.
And then they have 46 other vehicles for me to do throughout the year. And then I just picked up Progressive Insurance, their vehicles. So they just dropped off 4 of them on Monday or whatever.
That's a big step, though.
Yeah, I mean we're busy,
And you have someone working for you too as well.
Yeah, yup. I've been having I have a couple people work for me, and it's nice, and it really is. Still busy, but because now you got more work, you got to manage them, make sure that they're doing a good job.
Sure.
Right.
But depending on what you're good at, I'm good at managing. Like I'm a good. I don't get mad about certain things. I just try to, explain, or if you did something one way, and normally I don't do it that way, I'm gonna figure out why you did it that way. Not because I'm mad. I just want to understand your concept.
Yeah.
I want to understand you, and it's like when I have doing interviews, I'm saying, what's your passion? Like I understand like this probably isn't your place that you really want to work for the rest of your life. So what is it? Like why? Let's see if I can't help you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I understand people. People grow from jobs. You're not gonna always stay at one job.
Yeah,
I mean,
so I get it.
pretty rare if you do, but
Yeah. So
no more than like a couple years, on average, unless it's like some career big company like after school or something.
But yeah, I mean, but that's after you get down life, and
and
find
you know
that
what
one
you want to do
job,
at that
and,
point.
Yeah, and then I'm working with the BBB to do a Better Business Bureau. We're doing a networking event with them, and then we're hosting a big what I think it's summer superhero blood drive this summer with Michigan Blood. We're doing this big event in Lamar Park, June 13th, 2020. Make sure you guys come out.
Solid. I'll
Save
see.
the date.
Anybody that donates blood will be entered into a raffle to either win free clothing from companies, free artwork, couple gift cards from a couple restaurants, couple auto detailing, some products from other companies, just certain
Coupons
things.
or no?
Well, you get like we got Sanchez, Sanchez downtown. It's a restaurant. They got 2 restaurants or whatever.
You partnered with them?
Well, they're donating $50 for each restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So if you donate blood, you get entered into the raffle to, win these prizes.
Nice.
Which is cool. We have music. We got food trucks coming out. Barbecue, splash pad, bouncy houses for kids, paint, face painting, and all that. So we're that's more work behind.
Hey, you're
others.
planning like way ahead, so I mean, that's gonna help out a lot.
That's other
I wanna go.
stuff. But that's other stuff that not just my business work, but other stuff that may not necessarily bring money in right now, but will in the future.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I can't, because since I'm hosting the event, I technically can't make any profit. I can't make
What? Why is that?
just because it's I'm working with Michigan Blood, and at the park since the park in Wyoming, that's how they do it. The host can't make any money. So
That's kind of crazy.
What
so
if
like
you
the
hire a
vendors,
host?
Well, the vendors can make money.
Yeah.
What if you hire a host? Can you make profit then?
Well, there's nothing I personally could make profit there at.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean,
okay.
But I
Might as
mean,
you
well.
can't
he's
charge
adding value
entrance.
to his
You can't
business,
charge
though.
an entrance.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got the WZZM's coming, and so we
Oh,
got the
shit.
news there,
Good
covering
news.
the story, and there'll be we'll be doing so, people will see it, and we're hosting the event, so our name's gonna be plastered everywhere,
Nice.
So it'll be good, and it might not be the perfect first one, but we do it again next year, get better every year,
Yeah.
Next year, hopefully, I'll have we'll have some bands and the stages and things like that. So
It'll be a good learning experience too, just to get past that point of the first real event that you're doing. I mean, you're definitely planning like way ahead, and that's gonna like help you have everything prepared and hopefully well done.
yeah, yep. I
That'll
mean,
be-
I understand it's not gonna. I wish it would be like the big turnout. Like I hope it. I want it to be.
Right.
But I understand that. I set high expectations because I know.
You got to.
I set high expectations. Or not.
You have high standards. For
I'm
yourself.
hoping. I'm hoping to have more people than I know will come.
Gotcha, yeah.
Like I'm sure, just because it's my first one, I'm sure there's not gonna be, not gonna be this big thing, But
Yeah.
as you grow, like I said, patience. You just keep doing consistency. Do it every year. Now you're noticing. Now people are saying, "Oh, hey, we went." Now they're telling other people,
Right,
Yeah.
it'll probably grow over time too, and you'll have a bigger event, maybe move locations,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
more people.
And that brings money to
doing
me.
stuff.
Like people would see West Auto Detailing. Give out a couple free vouchers. They know a couple people.
Yeah,
Things like that.
sounds like you've been doing a lot of stuff lately, Don.
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy. Been creating a lot of more content too.
Yeah, I actually have as well.
Content.
I got
everything.
I have my website up now. Have everything
Yeah, I've
all
seen that. That's
organized
great.
on
I
there.
love your website actually.
The
Thanks,
website's
man.
nice. The website's nice.
Thank you, Emilio. You're on the website.
I know. It's so lit. Let's
So
go.
I've been doing like a lot of videos just for social media. I've been working on like some sample packs with samples recorded actually in the studio. I also had a video guy, my friend Denver, move in, and he has like a whole setup in the studio now too. So we're gonna have some really cool video content, drone footage. We're gonna shoot some music videos for people. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But also I've been like really focusing on like beat sales online. It's a pretty big market, kind of saturated, but if you do it right and you create the right sales funnels, you can do a lot with it.
Yeah, you can separate yourself if you. put in the
Definitely.
work. Yeah.
And also it involves that persistence and consistency every single day. Like, I'm always working on it, always adding content, always collaborating, and I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna do a drop every week with like, hopefully 10 lo-fi beats this next week, and then 10
shit.
different types of
Wait,
beats
can
the
I
week
swear on
after.
here?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
No worries.
shit. Let's go. 10 lo-fi beats.
He said, "Oh shit," again. Yeah. But there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up, and I'm really excited just to share it with everyone and see some growth in general.
Yeah, you should be producing mad content.
I have been working really
like,
hard.
oh my god.
A lot of stuff hasn't been put out yet,
Let's
but
get
I
it
need
going.
to put it
Let's get
out.
it going.
not even just putting out music, like
No,
just
it's like
content.
video, beat making content,
Even just your
collaboration.
stories on Instagram.
Trust me, I've been
like,
doing it. I've been doing it, and I'm
I'm
trying.
gonna watch your shit.
I know
for
you've
the
been
next
watching,
couple.
Dom.
I'm not as closely, but now I'm close.
He's got
You
an
better
eye
be
out.
on that.
You better watch out.
He likes to check people, make sure they're doing their shit.
Yeah, because
I
I don't like to
understand.
see. I like to see people grow. I ain't gonna.
We're talking about producing content while we're producing content right now.
Yeah, no, and
Sorry,
I'll
man.
call people out on their bull. I
You hear that
will.
clip on the microphone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little distortion.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Dom does love to call people out. I feel like I say this at least once every episode, but he loves to call people out, check them for their bullshit, make sure they're really doing what they can do to reach their full potential.
Yeah, I will. You ain't gonna
So,
bullshit
Amelia,
me.
I have a question for you really quick.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, 5 years down the road, what do you see yourself doing, or what do you want to be doing, like, to be the happiest you possibly can?
like the happiest.
Yeah. Like, what do you want to be doing, that's attainable? Like, we always talk about SMART goals.
Yeah.
Specific, measurable, attainable. What's the R again? It's like, I don't know. I can't remember the R. Relevant,
Oh, relevant.
and time-based.
relevant. Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 years, huh?
Yep.
So by then I'll have my degree. By then, hopefully, I've had my establishment in the film industry. In 5 years, I hope to see myself having like multiple options as far as gigs go, making a good living off film for sure, and if not that, having like concerts to play at, or even just be behind the scenes and setting all that up wherever I can be, as long as I'm making a good living. But yeah, hopefully by then I'd have performed at least one concert. I really want that to happen.
So what are the steps you're going to take to get yourself to that level? You know what I mean? Like, have you written down stuff just to kind of give yourself a path, or are you kind of just like, is it just in your mind?
It's in my mind.
Okay. So my big suggestion and helpful hint for you is when you get home and you're like just thinking tonight or something, take a notebook and just write that stuff down, do the SMART goal thing, and you'll just see more of a vision, and it'll help you get there.
Gotcha.
And then you can start planning and do like the day-to-day things. Obviously, you're recording music and you're going to school and stuff, but like, how can you utilize that time when you're not working or you're not in class?
There's a lot of time in each and every day, and listen to what he's saying, and I'm gonna just put a little thing behind it, because there's a lot of people that will get these, listen to motivation videos or whatever, get motivated for 24, 36 hours, and then it's gone.
We call that the glow period on our last episode. Yep.
Yeah, so like that's like, you gotta really, and once you do get into doing like it on an everyday basis, then
you're in the swing of things.
It's good because it's a habit then. And it's like, okay, hey, and that's what I've been trying to do with my stories, Like, I used to do Snapchat a lot, just mainly Snapchat, but I've been using Instagram and Facebook stories more, and now I'm in, like, a habit. So it's like, I come into work, I know what I'm producing, I come in, I'm going to take a picture or a video of my sign on the front of my building, you know. I'm going to go in, start doing some videos of some cars, maybe me working on some stuff and things like that. Yeah. So it's really, you just get into the habit of it, and then, just it's an everyday thing after that. It's easy. And
gotcha.
Yeah, so.
And I have seen your content, obviously, because we work together pretty often, but like, just if you could think of like that next big leap, what would it be exactly? You don't have to say it now or anything, but just, constantly think about that. Think like, what am I going to do next to really get to the next step to where I want to be in 5 years or 10 years?
Got you.
Yeah. So anyway, Dom, you have anything else to add to the episode so far? Or
I don't really have many more questions, I guess I could make a couple statements, for the final episodes or final minutes of the episode. I could, say, like I said, told Emilio, focus on content. I've been really big on content lately, and I think that's because I know where it's going, and you got to get in now, because then there's going to be a day where you're not going to have. It's so organic right now on certain platforms, and Instagram's losing it a little bit.
I just
more
saw
now.
the algorithms changing, and it's going to be really hard to get a following base.
I mean, TikTok's easy.
That's the point of like diversifying where you're
on
at.
Instagram though. Like Instagram's falling off. You guys are saying?
Like,
I'm not saying
the algorithm is switching.
It's not like whoever. It's not falling off, because people will always post there until that it's gone. But it's, if you're trying to get more followers or try to put yourself out there a little bit more, it's going to be a lot harder than it already is
on Instagram.
Like,
because you're only going to see the people that already have 24 million followers. You're only going to see the people that post every single day and are producing content every single day on all platforms. You can't just post on one Snapchat. You can't just do one Snapchat. You can't just do Instagram. You can't just do your face. You got to do every single one. LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, get into that. I don't even do that as much as I probably should.
I don't like doing it, but I still post at least one or two a week.
I post some. Yeah, it's definitely TikTok's very organic. You can post something and somebody can share it 7,000 times. You can get it shared easily. That's how Instagram used to be, but it's so flooded now, and it's not.
It's only good for those who already have like a large following base, and that's kind of where Instagram is shifting to.
Yeah. It's going to be more of like a. I think Instagram is going to be more become like a.
It's really
A
becoming
new
Facebook.
kind of like a do you know how you ever see those celebrity magazine type of
Yeah,
things?
like
and
a
you can read it?
Polaroid.
Yeah, it's like Vogue or something.
Yeah, Vogue.
Kind of.
I think that's going to be kind
Yeah.
of how it is. I think I
Gotcha.
really do think
Gotcha.
it's going to be you're reading about this person, you know her, you know what I mean, because
Yeah.
she's famous. You're going to be reading and maybe and see other people's stuff, and I think that's maybe how it's going to go out. I don't know. I can't tell. The future,
Also,
but-
ads are going to
yeah.
be getting more expensive everywhere. That just happens when social media is around for a while.
Yeah, Facebook
Um,
is cheap on ads.
Well, everything's gonna be going up just because when it involves like those big companies going in there and putting in their ads as posts, it's gonna take away from those who are individuals trying to become like influencers or, for example, producers or videographers.
Filmmakers,
Yeah, anything. It's all gonna be slowly just kind of becoming too saturated to even like make a dent through the market, really. And it's kind of sad, but it is what it is, and more social networks will be coming up, and as soon as one does, get on that, ride the wave, and
Yeah,
Keep making
ride the
content.
wave is a perfect word because if you can find something that's coming up and coming, you gotta just catch it and you're good. I mean,
Utilize it.
look
I
what
remember
Uber did. Look
2
what
years ago
Uber
seeing.
did.
I remember 2 years ago seeing the TikTok ads, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so weird."
Yeah.
Like there wasn't.
I didn't
that
even
many people
see
on it.
TikTok.
Dude, TikTok.
It's a
TikTok
one.
ads 2 years ago. I didn't even see them a year ago.
I saw them when
But
I was
I
in
think they used
school.
to be that magically, or didn't they?
No, Musically is kind of
Musical.ly?
becoming
Oh.
like it's kind of combining with TikTok. I think.
Wait,
I think
Musically-
it's the same owners.
No,
though.
it might be, but
Musically became TikTok.
Yeah.
it did become TikTok.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Well,
what I
anyway,
read.
I saw the ads for TikTok a couple years ago, and like they had some really weird ads, and I was like, "This is not my type of thing,"
No.
But I kind of had a feeling like I was like, "This might catch though," because like I guess it could give certain people a place to go to make some weird or interesting.
It's
videos.
Yeah.
kind of like Vine a little
It's
bit.
like
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, "This is like a
But-
crappy Vine." Like,
But
this is,
yeah, it
Sounds
is.
like a
It is a
good Vine.
crappy Vine. But the thing is, though, I think really, and I think we talked about it in the last episode. We didn't. They with TikTok, they did a lot of the like they have a lot of like kids on there.
Yeah.
So I think that's
A lot of
really
young
hard. But I
They-
think if
they definitely
somebody
found the
if
younger
somebody can produce like good enough content, because it's not always about just producing content. A lot of it has to be something interesting as well.
Gotta tell a story.
Right. So I think that's what like a lot of kids are on there. But I think if somebody can just like somebody either rapper music anything right in an industry can really I think that one person in an industry could change the whole game for how TikTok goes.
Yeah,
Because if you
totally.
can get say even for music right now TikTok can just be. You could one day just scroll through it and it's just everybody rapping, different people just
Yeah.
who do music.
Mhm.
That's literally how it could be,
Yeah, some songs have already blown
because
up
right
just
now it's for
'cause of
kids
TikTok.
because what
Definitely.
kids got into it. Younger kids got into it, and they're on it. They flood the platform. But what if we get one industry or a couple different industries and flood it? Now it's not even for kids anymore. You know what I mean? Kids are
Everybody's
barely
on
even
it now.
yeah, right. I mean, it's a whole
Got
different.
old
It could
people on it.
change so
Yeah,
easily.
for sure.
Like it could like that platform could change. Like
Well, it can also any of these
Big
platforms
time.
can just drop at any second. They can
Oh,
be
yeah.
gone. It's
Yeah,
like,
like,
no more.
screw
Can't do this.
Facebook.
Instagram,
honestly.
Instagram won't be around forever.
No, neither
Facebook
will
won't
any of
be
them. I
around
don't
forever.
believe so.
You thought MySpace was?
Oh my
MySpace
God.
was gone.
Yeah, but
MySpace is
it's like the weird thing is
dust.
too. Like, yeah, these things might go away, but when another one pops up, it's only going to be the exact same thing. Maybe a little different of like technology wise. Like maybe this one's more video oriented, or this one's more text oriented, or storytelling.
Audio entered.
Or
orange.
yeah, exactly. And there's certain like it almost seems like every type of like distributor or like social network just makes it all like the same social network. Like they're all Facebook based. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they have your following, they have your likes, they're all like the same kind of idea and platform. So that like if one does just pop up, I mean it's only going to take you maybe 30 minutes to get used to it. Like it's not that big of a deal. If you just make basic content that you can upload as a video or you write some stories or something like that, you should be able to just have those on your computer and you can even repost content on those same social networks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You can.
it's all
repost.
as long as it catches the algorithm of that social network, then you can do a lot with it. So just have content regardless. That's what I got to say about that.
Always have content.
Well,
Good content.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to see no shitty
Well,
content.
it's
Dom-
getting easier
Dom
to
disagrees.
post. It's getting easier to post things. Like you can post on Instagram and it automatically goes to Facebook. Your story too.
Yeah.
So it's getting where you can post on one at least because it's. I think that's a hard thing. Where a lot of people struggle. It's like going to you could take one area of the content right for just the day, and that's you still need 6 more for the rest, and you're just taking one. Now you got to post it on Facebook, then to Instagram, then to maybe your business page, and then maybe then to Snapchat, and then to Twitter.
Well, there's that rule of 7, like
LinkedIn.
marketing wise. Like say all these people, like there's one person on 7 different social media platforms. If they see your video one time on Facebook and it doesn't catch their attention, well then they're gonna go check their Twitter page and see, oh shit, there's this video again.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's this video
Like you
again.
literally
Rule
have
of
to
7.
produce so much
Marketing rule
content
of
where
7.
you shove it up people's ass where they have no choice to
Nice.
see it.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean that is what it is.
Like-
they're eventually gonna check
Like,
on it.
I'm
They're gonna
it's
be
like
like,
being aggressive,
Yeah.
where they either hate you
Listen
or
to
they
my
like
mixtape.
you.
maybe not quite that. But it's like something has
Well,
to
no,
be.
it's really where they hate you or they like you. They either hate your content.
They hate
or
the
they
fact
love
that
your
you're doing
content.
more than them. I mean,
Right,
that might
and
be
if
one
you,
thing.
but either one of them is good because you have hate. You're always gonna have haters, right?
It's that publicity.
And then your lovers are
thing.
awesome.
Yeah, no
they're both
publicity
good.
is or good or bad. Publicity is good, whether it's good
No,
or bad. Publicity.
given. It goes. No publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah, that works
Or
too.
there's no
Or
such
no.
thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no
I
certain
think
way to
that's
word
what-
this thing because you could do it in multiple different ways. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna send you guys off. I'm gonna say
Goodbye.
we appreciate you listening to our content,
Yes.
our
Content.
podcast,
Documentation.
podcast. And this is episode
6. We were unable to do an episode last week. We were just both very busy with
things happen, man.
doing our things, but that was the first week we ever didn't do. So,
Boo.
I felt weird about it. I was like, nah, this is just not going to work. So we had to come back, with another episode. But also, you guys, if you want to follow my Facebook page, The One Label, I'd really
The
appreciate it. Just finally got everything all together and up, and I'll be releasing all those sample packs, beat packs, and all that kind of stuff. Really excited to get that out to you and, show you what it's all about, show you what content you can also come up with as well.
Yeah, and then I want to say, make sure you guys go follow us. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Dominic Darren. Or you can follow me my business page, West Michigan Auto Detailing, and I'm also looking for volunteers for this summer blood drive event. It's no pay, but
volunteering.
I'm
it's
down.
volunteering. We are feeding you for the day. We're throwing hamburgers, steak, on the grill, so out there. So it'll be good. So
Solid,
down
man.
for
all right,
that.
most definitely.
Emilio, you wanna say your handle?
Yeah, semi-season coming soon. You can, if you want to hear some of my music or some of my tunes, you can follow, or you can look up Emmy the Semi. Emmy with a 3, not an E, and an underscore. Da Semi, like DA. And a $ for the S. That's coming up, like DA $EMI. So 3MI underscore DA $EMI, and then
We'll just tag. We'll tag.
We'll
it out.
tag you in it, yeah, because
Okay.
that's I couldn't even remember it.
And then
Just hearing
I knew
it.
you should have changed your name back the old way. But you can do
yeah,
what you
I'm good. I'm gonna suggest something. Change it. Change it. Because it's you want to have something easy.
It looks cool visually,
Easy.
but to remember and
Yeah,
share.
visually is okay, but easy. It's something.
Emmy the Semi. You don't even have to think about
Can't
it
they
that
just look up your
complicated.
name?
Yeah, just look up Emmy the Semi, and maybe just my name too. If you want to follow my Instagram, it's Emilio _ Garza.
They can just. I think they can just look up your name, like
Emilio.
your Emilio, and then your last.
Yeah, hopefully. And if you don't, Emmy the Semi, Want It is a good song. All right, that's it.
All right, yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, I'm Given.
And my name is Dominic, and I guess we'll see you
Semi
next
season
week.
comes.
Oh, and
And semi-season. That's
Yep.
what you're saying.
Semi-season coming soon.
all right.
Also,
No.
cozy lo-fi beat pack. 10 new beats coming. All right, we're out. See you guys.
Bye.